From the newsroom at news.com.au.
Hi there, I'm Andrew Bucklow.
And I'm Bronte Coy.
And this is the latest from the newsroom. It's Monday the 11th of July.
We'll start in Victoria. A man who has spent 22 years in prison for allegedly shooting and killing two police officers in 1998 is set to walk free. After a 4-month retrial, a jury today found Jason Roberts not guilty of the murders. Mr. Roberts was originally found guilty back in 2003 and was sentenced to a minimum 35 years in prison.
To sport now, Nick Kyrgios has opened up about the pressure that he felt during his Wimbledon campaign. Here's what he had to say to reporters after his loss to Novak Djokovic in the final.
This is the best I've felt in 2 weeks. You know, I was obviously super excited to be here and I had some high hopes, but I've never felt, to be honest, good. I just felt there's so much pressure. There's so much anxiety, pressure to do things or achieve things, and if I don't do well, then I'm going to do, it's just so much. So I feel unbelievable. I'm 2 beers deep.
Now, even though he lost the final, Kyrgios still pockets a cool $1.8 million in prize money from the tournament.
Well, that's not bad at all. In other news, the man accused of killing former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has reportedly revealed a motive for the assassination. The 41-year-old alleged attacker, who's in custody, has told investigators he targeted Abe because he believed the politician was linked to a religious cult that he blamed for the loss of his family's fortune.
Moving on now, space enthusiasts are holding their breath for some pretty exciting photos to be released in the next couple of days. The James Webb Space Telescope, the most powerful ever sent into orbit, is set to unveil breathtaking new views of the universe with a clarity that's never been seen before. The telescope can peer back in time to the period shortly after the Big Bang, some 13.8 billion years ago. That is a strong telescope.
Goodness, we'll be back in a moment. To showbiz now, comedian Reece Nicholson has revealed that he was meant to appear on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here a few years ago, but was dropped by producers just 2 weeks before the show began. Here's what he told news.com.au's podcast, I've Got News for You.
It was when it was still in South Africa, and I got all the needles for it. And I had psych evaluations and got through on a knife's edge. And 2 weeks before I was meant to go, they bumped me. And, I was pretty annoyed about it because I don't mind saying it was a lot of money. Oh, it was so much money. And I got none of that money. It was the year that Tomic went in, so I reckon I was probably replaced by Tomic. And then he pissed off anyway. And look, I'll be honest, they've asked me to do it 3 other times and I've said no.
And finally, things are going from bad to worse for Channel 10's new breakfast TV show, which is hosted by Natasha Exelby and Lachlan Kennedy. It started 2 weeks ago, pulling in on average just 17,000 viewers per day in the 5 capital cities in week 1. Last week, those ratings fell even further, with just 15,000 people tuning in each day. Despite the shocking ratings, Channel 10 insists it's happy with the program.
Bucky, how many listeners do we have?
Less than that, I'd say.
Ooh. News.com.au is giving you the chance to win a trip to Louisiana to experience Where the Crawdads Sing. Visit news.com.au/win to enter now.
Wonder if they're running a story about us on their show. Who knows? No one's watching it. Anyway, that's the latest from the newsroom. We'll be back with another update soon.
Follow or subscribe to From the Newsroom wherever you get your podcasts.